Real question. I got asked this today. Would you have wanted to play for you as a coach? Matt Sanders here, been coaching college or high school for the last 30 years, and I think that's a powerful question to ask yourself if you're a coach. And if you're a player aspiring to be a coach, would you want to play for you? After the conversation I had with this dad today about his daughter, I wouldn't have wanted to play for her coach either. He said these words to me. Her coach left and a new guy came in. He was a jerk. And I was like, okay, that's a generalized term. What does he was a jerk mean? He said, well, he just wasn't very kind. He didn't speak very kindly to them. And I was like, okay, that's fair, but like, what does that mean? Like, what would your daughter say? Like, what made him a jerk that he wasn't kind? He said these words. The other coach was always encouraging them. She always felt encouraged. But the coach that came second, the one that was the jerk, he was always pushing them through fear, yelling at them, screaming at them. He said she said he basically ran her and the whole team in the ground. Like all they did was run. It's a powerful question. And looking back on my career, there's plenty of points in time in my career where I wouldn't have wanted to play for me, where I screamed and yelled and put 4 trash cans on the end of the court and said, you're going to run until somebody pukes. And now knowing what I know, like, yeah, it produces some kind of motivation, but in the end of the day, like, would I want to play for that guy? And I can honestly say in my heart now, I would not want to play for that guy. I wouldn't want to be on that team. So how do we be better? How do we do it differently so we're the encourager and not what I would call the who's pushing the agenda to win through fear, the agenda to play better, the agenda to accomplish the goal through fear? How do we do that in a different way? How do we do that in a better way? Well, I would say that the truth for my life is it is the goodness of God that brings men to repentance. That word repentance is the Greek word metanoia. It means to change the way you think about yourself, to change the way you think about God, to change the way you think about really everything. And if goodness leads you to that, then what follows is that you see God as good. So then your heart becomes good, not perfectly good like God is, but that is the goal, right? And I know in my coaching career, the last 5 years, that has been the transformation, is treating my players with the goodness of God, because it's what changed my life. That makes it easier to always be an encouragement to them. Sure, we want to push them, be competitive. You don't want to lose. The whole goal of winning the game is to win. David didn't go into the fight with Goliath and just tiptoe out there and throw a rock. That's not how that happened. He went out there in battle and he won. And he didn't apologize for it. That's not the point. The point is to be competitive and still have the fruit of goodness of God in your life. That fruit matters. So for me, how do you not be that coach that's producing actions and wins and losses out of fear, and producing a player that doesn't want to play for you? I wouldn't want to play for that guy. How do you do that? It's the goodness of God that changes the way you feel about yourself first and how you feel about God. Then you accept the goodness of Jesus and what he did for you, and your whole life changes and the way you coach changes. And that's the way to be better.